Last time we had calculated this one, so now we need to calculate this one. Remember, we always start from inside, which means that we are starting from h of p plus q. Go to the graph of h and plug in p plus q in place of x. So we are going to get 2 to the power. In the place of x, we write p plus q, right? So that's what we are going to do here. That's we are writing h of p plus q, which is h of p plus q, which is simply equal to 2 to the power p plus q. Okay, after that, this one is done. Remember, if I'm writing it now, I write f of g of 2 to the power p plus q. The answer that you get here is what you always come with and substitute here. Now, I'm done with that. What do? I need to go inside again and start from there. This is g. So now I'm supposed to go to the graph of g. And wherever there is x, I'm going to plug in what's in that bracket. This is x squared. So x is here. X is going to be squared. So g of this one, I'm supposed to plug this one where there is x. So I'm going to deal with g of 2 to the power p plus q, right? And this is 2 to the power p plus q, then squared. Remember, if you raise a power to another power, you just multiply the powers here, and you are going to get 2 to the power 2, open brackets, p plus q. Simply that. Then, if you are carrying on, that's f to the power f of 2 to the power 2 p plus q, like this. So it means now, in the graph of f, where there is x, plug in what you have in the brackets. This is 3x minus 1. f of x was supposed to be, I'm writing it here so that you can see, was supposed to be 3x minus 1. So in place of x, because now we have f of 2 to the power 2 p plus q, in the place of x, I'm going to put this. So it's going to be 3 to the power 3 multiplied by 2 to the power 2 p plus q, just like that. Then minus 1. This is the answer for this entire thing. You see that I have developed it until I come to the very last thing. So this is the answer to that. Make sure that whatever you are given in composite functions, you have to start from inside and then you go outside the way we were doing in all these questions that we were talking about. Okay, let's look at a different type of question. If f of x is equal to 3x minus 1, g of x is equal to x squared plus 3x, then find f plus g of x. When you are given this, you need to understand this, that we can just say this is f of x plus g of x. This one is f of x multiplied by g of x. This one is f of x. Oh, this one was supposed to be subtraction, by the way. So this is f of x minus g of x. This one is f of x multiplied by g of x, because you see that they are multiplying each other. If they are adding each other, you add them separately, the function of f and the function of g separately. If you are subtracting them, you subtract their functions separately. If you are multiplying them, you are just multiplying. If you are dividing them, then you are still dividing. The only difference is that you need to make sure that this denominator is not equal to 0, because in maths, denominator should never be equal to 0 because it's undefined. Now we come to this point and we are given this. So let's try to answer these questions and see if we can answer them properly. Okay, so let's start with this one, which is telling us that from here, we need to find f plus g of x. And the expression, we know what it means. It means f of x plus g of x. So we come here and we say, what's our f of x, by the way? Our f of x is 3x minus 1. What is our g of x? Our g of x is x squared plus 3x. So we come on like that, then we have 3x plus 3x minus 1 plus x squared. I just expanded brackets and collected like terms. This is 6x minus 1 plus x squared. This is the answer that we get here from this expression. If we go to the second one, we would say, okay, f minus g of x is supposed to mean that f of x minus g of x. So we come here and we take our f of x, which is 3x minus 1, and we subtract our g of x, which is x squared plus 3x. Then when we are subtracting, we really need to be very careful there. The negative is going to distribute into everything inside. So 3x minus 3x will go away, and we'll be left with minus 1 minus x squared. So that's what we do when we are dealing with these questions. Let's move on to other questions like multiplication. When we are given c f of x, okay, we're given f multiplied by g of x, and we know what it means. It means f of x multiplied by g of x. We simply take the function of x, which is 3x minus 1. Then we multiply it by the function of g of x, which is x squared plus 3x, just like this. Then you expand this bracket. Okay, let me try to do this so that we can easily see what's going on. So we can expand brackets here, and we get 3x cubed plus 9x squared minus x squared. We get plus 8x squared, and then minus 1 times 3x, we get minus 3x. So this is the answer that you would get when you do the multiplication. So we've covered this, we've covered this, we've covered this. Okay, let's look at the last one, which is D. When we are looking at D, it's saying f over g of x, and we know that it means f of x over g of x. And we come here and say f of x is 3x minus 1 over g of x is x squared plus 3x. And I don't see any need to factorize here because there's nothing common here in the numerator and the denominator. So it will be very great to just leave it like that, because it will not get any simpler from here. So for the composite functions, this is all I can give you for today. Until next time, goodbye.